So we're back with another dupe. So this is upside down. And this is actually Mystique, that's alter ego of shopalterego.com. And she looks like this. And you might recognize it in a different position. That's a Natasha Denona Circo Loco dupe. And it's very affordable versus very expensive. This is 22 bucks and Natasha Denona is, we know, $129. So we're going to be doing swatches, this tutorial, and the whole spiel. So if you guys don't know me, if it's your first time, welcome. I'm Elaina. I usually do makeup reviews, tutorials, contact reviews sometimes, although I'm not wearing any right now, and colorful makeup looks, drag, you name it. Just check out my channel later. So if you guys are interested, then keep on watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into this. So I just wanted to thank Alter Ego for sending me this palette again. They're always beautiful, they're always special, and I'll always love the formula. I've been a fan of Alter Ego before when they sent me the PR. I bought their stuff and I loved it. So this is like a true love for this brand. They usually, if you don't know guys, Alter Ego usually do dupes of very expensive brands like Natasha Denona, Huda Beauty, that's their like favorite brands to dupe, and they dupe them very, very well. The formula is very similar and the blendability is beautiful. I mean, I just did the look with this one. I'm like, oh, love it. Look at that. This is literally a parakeet wing here. And this is like me in a nutshell, parakeet. So yeah, there she is. 22 bucks. And this is 15 shades. And this is called Mystique. And it's available shopalterego.com. And Elaina Glam is going to give you extra 10% off. So instead of $22, I mean, do the math. I mean, it's inexpensive and it performs. You'll see how it performs. Natasha Denona, I'm just going to put up just like my previous video did. So let's do this. I'm going to put up a screenshot because I don't own it. I'm too cheap for it. Natasha Denona, $129. Circo Loco. So it's going to be right here. And like I always say, I love Natasha Denona in theory, but to me, it's too overpriced for what it is. It's a great quality brand, but it's not all that special to me. I'm sorry, it's just not. So that's why I wouldn't buy it. But there you go. It's a comparison. The layout here is beautiful. It makes sense. The layout over here is a little demented and crazy. I hate the layouts like this. I'm like, oh my god, get out of my face. They're both shimmer heavy. And they both have these two are powder, cream to powder shades, and actually it does work. First I kind of like, what is this? I hate this. But now like, you know what? They do work. And they're not shimmers, they're actual mattes. They're kind of tricky mattes, but they're mattes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes. It is shimmer heavy, but it works. I promise you. You'll see how this performs, and we're gonna do a look. I'm gonna swatch this in a second, so you'll see the swatches on my arm, and that's it. So use Elaina Glam for extra 10% off. If you guys are interested, go to the description link on shopalterego.com, and you can pick this up. Inexpensive dupe of very expensive brand. I mean, it's of course it's not Natasha Denona, but it's very close. So in the next clip you'll see the swatches and then quick tutorial, and we'll get to this snatch look. So here we got the swatches: natural daylight and cats, of course. But anyway, excuse my poor swatch. I made a mistake here, but it swatches pretty good. Of course, there's not enough mattes and all shimmers, but we all know why, because it's a dupe of this similar palette with a lot of shimmers. Not my favorite thing, but I love the color story, of course, because it's your rainbow. Mimi, may I help you? And yeah, so I can't wait to create something with it. So it should be pretty. So we're going for the very blended, mostly cool tone kind of look, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm more impressed with it on my eye than on the swatches. For some reason I wasn't feeling it. So I'm gonna start with this, go into the pink one, what it's called, Azure Flora Untamed over here, and then we're gonna blend in into the cool tones, Midnight, this is that cream to powder, and I'm gonna add a little bit of light blue sky, like right here, And then, you know, the gradation into the rear and or in the very inner corner and underneath. I'm just gonna show right away so I don't have to lift it anymore. Free, it's gonna be over here in the inner corner, the golden green. And a little bit of life under eye, and a little more of midnight. It's pretty much, you know, all the cool tones. So I pretty much used all of them except for the oranges and the wild. Typical. Like, I'm not an orange girly, I'm sorry, but sorry not sorry. So we're gonna start with the purple because that's what I did on the other eye. Spectrum brush. Spectrum V11. I haven't told you guys which brushes I'm using in a while, and I kind of feel like starting to film just because I love to film, not just because I have to or something. I don't know. I'm kind of renewing my love for filming and doing makeup on camera. For a while, I just got so obsessed with just teaching Zumba. I'm like, I don't have time for this, I don't care for this. And now I'm like, you know what? I want to film. So let me tell you, the primer is the bomb. This is Alter Ego eyeshadow base, and it's actually not my favorite in the way that it's clear. It has no color to it, maybe slightly bit of color, but mostly it's nothing. But it's very tacky and it's very smoothing, like I think I told you already before when I reviewed Alter Ego. I love the way it feels. I just wish it had color to it and not just like no color. But it's very sticky, and eyeshadow sticks to it very well, so I'm not mad at it. I'm just used to having like a blank canvas, you know what I mean? Like having almost no veins or anything showing the redness. But it seems like eyeshadow doesn't have any problems covering up anything that I don't want to be seen, so there you go. Just blending it out. So this is the whole process of blending back and forth as usual. So going to the bigger Spectrum B10 brush and going to the lower. So going with the same brush that I cleaned up on a color switch, and we're going from Tightened. The light pink, it's not very opaque, I would say. It's more of a blending shade. It's almost transparent. So I wouldn't say it's like gonna be your pastel pink bam in your face. It's like to blend the deeper pink, so that's pretty much it. I'm not mad at it because we need a blend out shade here too. I'm just wondering what it is like in the original formula because I don't have the Natasha Denona palette, and obviously it's gonna be a high-end makeup quality. So I don't know what hers is like. Like, is it opaque? Or is it an entirely different formula? I think there's some differences in this palette, like it's not the exact dupe, because I was just reading up on it. But yeah, I don't care. I just like to play with that shit. So now we're going for the midnight, and you probably see the prints in there when I was doing swatches and I was fingering it. It is very putty-like, but it's not a putty-like shimmer. It's almost kind of shiny looking, but it does become matte, so I think it really did copy that formula. Cream to powder, I think. So it looks like it's cream, but I don't know what kind of source it is. It comes out as matte, so it's very deep. I love it. It's very deep blue. And now we're going to Sky. They're a little tricky to pick up because they're a little bit of like too creamy or something, but it's not bad. And it blends really nicely. That formula, the cream to powder, it blends really smoothly. I like it. See, very easy look. Now we're gonna go for all the shimmers with one and only brush. I believe it's a Morphe brush, but I can't even tell anymore because everything has been scratched off of it at all. Just a flat brush. Flat brush is great for picking up metallics and shimmers. And metallics and shimmers in this palette, the formula is amazing. Like, I couldn't tell on the swatches. I don't know, maybe my arm was dry or something. But on the eyeball, oh my god, it just comes out immediately. I don't have to pick it up with my finger. I mean, it just from the brush, just like that. And it sticks, and it's extremely pigmented and extremely metallic. I'm living for this. And this is rare. I'm gonna tell you one more thing. That primer, Alter Ego primer, it doesn't crease. Usually I say my eyelids are dry, so I always try to use what like people like Robert Welch will tell you not to use a concealer or creamy primer, but he's oily, I'm a dry. I like my eyelids usually like flaky and dry, so I need something moisturizing. And I ended up, you know, you end up as creasing, but this sucker doesn't crease and it's not dry. So I don't know what kind of source it is, but this primer is the bomb, and I'm glad they sent me 2 of them, so I have a backup when I run out, because I'm planning to use this primer like all the time. So this is Life. This one is more of like a tamed shimmer. It's not as metallic, like grainy, piecey. It's more smooth, but it's beautiful and still has a lot of reflect. Look at that. It just blends easily. So under eye, we're going with Midnight again. Just a small brush. And it's such a creamy formula. It just glides like butter. It looks so pretty. Like, I'm looking at this eyeball. I don't really see much shine left over. Maybe a little bit. It's like supposed to be matte, right? So I feel like it kind of loses shine after it sits for a while. I don't know. I think that's what it's supposed to do. So I'm kind of shook us a little bit. So going for free, well, this is a shimmer metallic and beautiful, beautiful golden color, kind of greenish. So for the waterline, I'm going to mimic the same shades. I'm not going to show you because, I mean, you don't want to see me going with a pencil in my eyeballs. So this is Urban Decay, and it's kind of golden. It's called Gold Mine, so that's going to be in the inner corner. And this is L'Oreal Infallible, actually. And this is the color turquoise. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just gonna blend a little more green here. Green Life. And a little more Manhattan. That is the look. I just have to finish blending all together, you know, add in something somewhere that it needs to be added, and blend in some more, and that's pretty much it. So I said I was gonna show you guys my kitties. So this is a big improvement. Ali is on the floor. Here's my kitty desk, and here's Ali. So finally he accepted the fact, so he has to be out. And here's me. Here's my baby, the little girl. She's above me on the shelf. Here's my makeup, that's my background. And my little baby girl is in here. Which, yeah, she's sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Such a sweetheart. So this is a big improvement. That's over there, that's their clothes, their influencers on Instagram, that's their little closet. And Change is in the closet, unfortunately, still hiding. So that's a cat's update. So here's the finished look. I'm very happy with it. I mean, it takes real bad palette for me to hate it, because I like to play with anything, but to be fair, this is a great formula. And I always love Alter Ego formulas, and this color story in particular, you know, I'm a parakeet, I love bright colors, and this purple and pink and blue, that's my kind of thing. Love everything about it. Actually love it way more than I thought I was going to, because it seemed very shimmer heavy, right? And it is, but those cream to powder colors that do work like matte, and I'm like, you know what? It does work, and I love it. So there you have it, the $22 palette versus $129, which I don't own. So, you know, don't tell me, Elaina, you don't know anything. Natasha Denona is not like it. Well, I have Natasha Denona, a couple of mini palettes, and I like them, but I'm not that impressed. Like I said in my previous video, I don't know what's so special about them, to be honest. It's like those minis that I have, I mean, they're good, but it's not like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. I just can't justify what the prices are for them. You know, sometimes I think, okay, it's worth it. But in her case, I don't know. Maybe it's just not my thing that much. I don't know. But this is a great alternative. So if you really like the color story of, what it called, Circus? What kind of silly name is it? This is Mystique, of course, and Natasha Denona is, oh, Circo Loco. I mean, if you like that circus type of thing, you can get this one. It's the same circus, but it's in the better layout. I mean, like the other one, the layout, the other video that I made, layout is way better. This makes sense. Natasha Denona looks just demented. I hate the layout on that one. But this one is great and I approve and I love it. And I made a lot of mess on it already, but it works so well. I love it. Actually, I could use this over and over. This is one of those keepers, you know, love. So let me know what you guys think. Have you picked it up yet? Ooh, almost destroyed my table. Almost threw my ring light off. Let me know, guys, if you picked it up yet. It's been out for a bit, as with the other palette that I just reviewed. I've been late because of the moving, of course, so I had this PR sitting, so I had to like move with the boxes and I haven't had time to film. So you might have gotten it already if you love Alter Ego, and I highly recommend this one. This is like my color story. I love the colors, like the blendability. I mean, it blends flawlessly. It's beautiful. Love the formula. So yeah, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and ring the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. I'm going to be uploading way more often. I'm like back in this full swing of things and I'm very motivated right now. So thank you all for watching. Go follow me on Instagram if you like, and TikTok I'm barely there, but Instagram I'm more there. All the links in the description box. So thank you for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.